I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Hello there, fellow collectors. Welcome into the stream. Welcome to the show. Welcome to episode 58 of Sunday Showcase, where I review all of this week's 1/6 scale news. Hope you all have your goodies ready. Hope you enjoy your stay, and hope this helps you get rid of your Sunday scaries. But Sunday scaries may not be a thing today because I'm guessing the majority of everybody in here is probably off for Memorial Day. So I hope everybody has a great Memorial Day, and I think let's all of us take some time to reflect on what Memorial Day, signifies, and the honor that we should be giving the people who made the ultimate sacrifice for us and our freedoms for our country to keep us all safe and protected. So thank you to all of those who have served and all of those who continue to serve as well. Yeah, so let's remember what the day is about tomorrow. But with that being said, going to be really nice to have a day off finally, and it's a little bit of a slower news week, but we got some stuff on the docket tonight, and I figured, it's a slower news week, so we're going to talk about some other stuff. We're going to talk about some other stuff. Before I get to all you people in the chat, little housekeeping for you guys. If you haven't already and you want to support the channel, please consider becoming a member of the Fandom, where you get access to a bunch of cool perks, custom emojis in the chat, a bunch of cool stuff, and of course giveaways. As always, I love to do the giveaways for the channel members. And don't forget, $5 Superfan members and $10 Fanatic members get that reciprocal store credit to Underground Figures quarterly just for being a channel member. So you can sign up by hitting the button up on my channel, join button, or it's always pinned in the chat. Thank you all, 46 members. Y'all are the goats, the best in the 1/6 game. Really appreciate you guys who support in that way. So thank you so much. And then what do we got? If you like the cases behind me, guys, as always, go check out MODUSPACE. Use code Fandom in all caps to get $20 off your order. Get a little something off. Best display cases, man. I was messing with some of my figures today. Dang, MODUSPACE, just so good. So good. So go check them out. And of course, want to give a huge shout out to Underground Figures. Go to undergroundfigures.net. Make an account on their website. You get those no NRD pre-orders. You don't have to put any money down, which yeah, every time I say it out loud, I'm just like, I do not like NRDs. So just an amazing perk for that, for Underground Figures. So go check them out. There's some bangers on here. Like we got this ARF Trooper and ATRT just sitting here. It's crazy. He's got some sleeper stuff. They can get on his website, Ray the Goat. Go check him out, guys. Mention to him that I sent you, even if you just have a question as well. Helps me keep that perk going for the channel members and helps me get giveaways for you guys. So there you go. What do we got? What do we got here? We got 21 people in the chat. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to guess it's not going to be too crazy as far as the amount of people coming in because it's, like I said, it's been a pretty slow news week. We're going to talk about Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, and then we're going to talk about Thorin from The Hobbit. And those are going to be quick hitters. We're going to talk a little bit about the Jazzinc stuff as well. I haven't really looked too much into that stuff, so I'll probably, spend a little extra time on that. And then we're going to talk about me and where I'm at with my collection. And I got some decisions I got to make, man. I don't know what direction I'm going to go with some of the stuff, some of the choices I got to make. some of these pre-orders that I have and just like some things have been evolving in my collection. And I don't know. I got questions. So let's address all of you lovely people in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. If you would hit that like button anyway, and I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you all for being here. We got Valkyrie Magnus, super fanatic of the channel. Good evening, Steve. I'll miss the show since I'm taking my wife out to see a movie. Dude, awesome. Have a great show, and I'll catch the show later. Valkyrie, thank you. Hope you guys have a great time at the movie, and hope you enjoy the replay, man. We got longtime fan Universal Key in the house. Evening, everyone. Evening to you, man. Thank you so much for being here. With the GOAT, Captain America Shield, as always. We got Fake Poser in here. What up, though? What up, bro? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you tuning into the show. We got my guy, Commander Green, in here. He says, hello there, collectors. I feel like we're going to get probably a Commander Green figure announced at some point. It's going to happen, I think. And it'll probably be a limited figure. I can see them doing him limited potentially. We got longtime fanatic Cage in the house. What up, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. What up, Cage? Thanks for being here, bro. We got fan 12-inch Moose stream. What's up, Moose? Says hello, community of collectors. I found a Krennic and Chirrut for a fair price. Man, I rewatched Rogue One earlier this week, and what a ride after watching Andor season 2. It just gives you a whole different view of the movie. It's so crazy. Like, you see Rogue One, you don't really know who Cassian is. You don't really care as much about him as a character. But after seeing Andor and what had to fall into place in order to get to that point of Rogue One, it's kind of like an Andor trilogy now. And it is like, just, man, it just fits perfectly, man. You think more about Andor throughout the movie, and it's just that, I don't know what that Andor and Rogue One just bring out, like, some crazy emotions for me when I'm watching them, as far as like, just, yeah, it's just a really emotional movie as well. But congrats on getting those. Love Krennic and Chirrut. We got longtime fan Clinton Martin in the house. Howdy, folks. What's up, Clinton? Howdy to you, man. Thank you so much for being here. We got my guy, Big Dog Pound super fan. Woo! Let's go. Thank you for being here, my friend. Appreciate you tuning into the show. We got fanatic AJ Agrusa in the house. Good evening, friends. What's up, AJ? Hope everyone is having an amazing night. You as well, dude. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. Hopefully you do not have to work tomorrow. I know you always got them busy Mondays, bro. We got my guy Austin Collects, another fanatic. Can't stay, but wanted to say happy Sunday and Memorial Day tomorrow. You too, man. Have a good stream. I'll catch you on the replay. Also, Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan is a grail. That's facts, bro. That's facts. Absolute facts. Oops, I just played it again by accident, but it deserves. Hopefully deserves 2 round of applauses. But hope you enjoy the replay, man. We got fan Crevis 1138. What's up, my guy? He says, evening, Steve in chat. Hope everyone's doing great. Hello there. Thank you so much for tuning in, bro. Appreciate it. Ooh, let's go Pacers. We got a Pacer fan. Yeah, man. It's interesting NBA Finals this year, to say the least, for sure. Or NBA playoffs, I should say, rather. We got my guy Chris Santos now. So what's up, Chris? He says, hey, Steve, what's up? What's up, dude? Thank you for being here. He says, how's everyone doing? Dude, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Looking forward to having the day off tomorrow, hanging out with you guys tonight, and looking forward to a good show. We got Ryan Sadler says, what's up, Fig? What's up, Ryan? Thank you so much for tuning in, as always, man. Always in the chat pretty much every week. So appreciate that, man. Hope you're having a good weekend. Let's see. Cage celebrates 17 months of membership. Why didn't Anakin get invited back to Jedi daycare? Because he cut the class. With the strength emoji too. Damn. Oh, that's a good one, man. Thank you so much for the joke and for the 17 months of support to go along with that, dude. Really, really appreciate it. Cage, my first channel member, the first day that I opened up the channel membership. So shout out to him. Thank you. Thank you, bro. We got Stacy Jedi 291 in the chat. What's up, Stacy? Says, good evening, Steve in chat. Good evening to you, man. BDP says, I did my 100 push-ups before the stream. Now I am pumped. Dude, man, I had a busy day today. I lifted, I worked out. I did arms today. Shoulders, biceps, triceps, forearms. I literally just lit up my arms. And then I mowed the lawn. And then I went for a walk. So I had a busy day. I am sore because I did legs yesterday. I am sore today. Just, yeah, I'm just in general sore. And tired from the day. Oh, see, tired, yawning. But I know I'm trying to get pumped. We got Ed R in the house. What's up, Ed? Says, what's up, Steve? Thank you for being here, man. We got Field of Burn. He says, well. Happy Memorial Day weekend. You too, man. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. We got Kyle Goodwin in the house. What's up, man? He says, what up? Just subscribe to your other channel. Yo, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. You guys can go check out the Forcecast, of course. My new Star Wars content channel that I put up a review of the last 2 arcs of Andor season 2. So episodes 7 through 9 and then 10 through 12. If you want to check that out. Kind of a review and breakdown and my thoughts of those 2 arcs. Just 2 incredible arcs. Some of the best they've ever done. It's amazing. But Kyle, thank you for being here, man. Hope you enjoy your stay, and let me know what you think in the chat. We got Honest Hansel, longtime fan. Hello there. Pumped for some Steve coffee table talk, dude. Great way to describe it, and I'm glad you're pumped up. Let's go. We got my guy Ash Chase in the house. What up, plastic crackheads? What's up, dude? Thank you so much for tuning into the show. It must be late for you, I'm guessing, right now. Or early. I forget what our time difference is, Ash. You'll have to let me know in the chat. Yes, happy Memorial Day, Ed. AJ says, work free till Thursday. Dude, you deserve it, man. You deserve it. Great. We got my guy X-Man Supreme in here. He says, Steve. What's up, X-Man? Thank you for tuning into the show, man. Good to see you in here. We got Jeffrey. He says, yo. Yo to you, Jeffrey. Thank you for being here, man. Commander Green says, love Luke and Anakin stories, but the boots on the ground storytelling of Andor and Rogue One is special to me. Dude, it really is, man. I don't know. Like, Rogue One was just a really emotional movie for me overall. Just in, like, without even really, you just learn the characters in such a short period of time. But yeah, Andor just kind of like made that even more so now. And yeah, I mean, we know it's just really kind of, it's such a great thing that they were able to take. You have to think of the original Star Wars when it came out, which shout out to A New Hope, which is, 48 years old today? Isn't today the 25th? Yes. Shout out to A New Hope. Cheers. Cheers, A New Hope. A New Hope is 48 years old today. Just crazy to even say that. But yeah, like, you know, you think of the original trilogy and how it just started. Like, the movie starts and just you get to the point of, yeah, basically like the Death Star plans were stolen, and that's the basis of the whole first movie. And for them to break all that down and give you, yeah, like boots on the ground is a great way to say it, of like how we got to the point of them being able to even get the plans. Just, I think there's just something really special with that whole entire story arc and getting to that point and the sacrifice that went into it. So I agree, man. We got MB Dyson in the house. What's up, dude? He says, greetings, Steve and collectors, longtime fan of the channel. Thank you, MB Dyson, for being here. Greetings to you. We got a super fan, Brad Cormack, in the house. Says, hey, Steve, family visiting this Memorial weekend. Can't stay for long. No worries, dude. No worries. And hopefully you enjoy the time you can't stay. Ed says, what's up with the 2 boxes on the ground, Steve? Oh, yes. Those are 2 figures I have to open. Oh, yeah, right here. One is Captain Enoch, and then the other one is a Darth Maul with Speeder. And I just opened the Dewback today. What a figure. What a crazy set. That thing is massive. And yeah, so I got some work I got to do. We're going to talk about that, because yeah, we're going to talk about my collection. But yep, I got to open those up. I just got them in recently. So Ryan says, I just realized I said fig because you're always saying how. Yeah, fig, yeah. And I meant to say sneaker, dude. It is all good. Let's see here. We got longtime fan collection obsession in the house. What's up, collection obsession strength? Hello, collectors. Hello to you. Oh, okay. Ash says, nope, it's early, 11:18 a.m. Okay. So you are, yep. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. That's nice. Little early afternoon, time. So great. Wow, Kyle Goodman says, Andor made my wife a Star Wars fan. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if you watch that, even as a not huge Star Wars fan, like there's something to appreciate in that show, no doubt. Commander Green says, "Oh my God, I was 4.5 years old in '77. And it still feels like it was yesterday. May the 4th be with us all." Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Freaking love the OT. Is the dewback heavy? I would say, like, I think the whole dewback box was 22 pounds. I think the figure's about 4. So yeah, I would say it's like, it feels hefty. And then you have like the extra leg and then the extra like jaw piece. So I would say it's probably around 10 pounds. I was like, when I picked it up, I guess it's always weird whenever you see figures and stuff too, and like especially vehicles, and you see like them in people's display. Even the picture I took of it today that I posted in my Facebook group, it seemed like it was like it looks kind of small, but then it takes up a lot of space. It is a big piece. So, and it's hefty. It does not feel cheap at all, and it's very nice. Like, I'm happy with it. It's very, very detailed. It's super nice, no doubt. We got my guy, Hammer of God, fanatic of the channel. He says, "What's up, Stephen Chat? Stopping in to say hello. Can't stay, but we'll catch the replay." All right, bro. Hope you enjoy the replay. I know a lot of people probably got plans this weekend as well. People traveling and doing other stuff because it's a holiday weekend. So, but thank you for stopping in, man. Hope you enjoy the replay. We got Striker 47 in here. Good evening. Went to a second showing of Mission Impossible. That movie is worth the hype in IMAX. Looking forward to tonight's discussion. I got to see that. I do want to see that. I did watch Mission Impossible up until that point, so I do want to see it, but it's a long movie. It's like almost 3 hours. And we are caught up in the chat, I believe. 46 y'all in here. Appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much. Please hit that like button. We greatly appreciate it. And let's talk about this guy, Stitch, which Hot Toys stepping out of their typical box, I feel like, with this one. Definitely did not expect this to even happen, but it did. And I think this is priced at $210 or $215. $215, and I think this is like 15 inches tall. So I don't think it's really necessarily like quite. I think of people saying it's like, okay, like more so like a half scale. So yeah, I was surprised, to say the least, that they made this. I saw the movie. I took my oldest to go see it, and the movie was definitely different than the original cartoon. There's a couple of different like plot changes, and one of the characters is a little bit different. There's some different stuff. I thought it was good. Like, it was I'm sure my son will want to watch it repeatedly. There were some emotional bits in the movie. There were some things that, I don't know, I have more of an issue, not so much with like how like this, like Stitch is a character and the story of it, but there's some stuff that they put in kids movies that just like really isn't all that necessary. So yeah, it's just, and I mean like stuff that like there's some like bullying moments in the movie and stuff like that, and it's just like stuff that if you have kids, you kind of understand stuff that you don't really want your kids to be seeing, or what, like, it's just stuff that I feel like sometimes just doesn't need to be included in movies. I'll just leave it at that. But anyways, I thought it was a good movie. It was good. My son liked it, and we had a good time watching it. And Stitch, you can't deny the cuteness. You cannot deny the cuteness of Stitch as a character. And this is a cool figure, man. I mean, this is cool. It's like kind of like this plush material, right? And he comes with like a few different things from the movie. And I'm really honestly not gonna have too much to say about it, other than it's really cute. But Grogu's still number one. I've seen a lot of chatter and a lot of stuff about like, oh, Stitch or Grogu and all that stuff. Nah, Grogu for me all day. But Stitch is very cool. Yeah, it comes with like this little surfboard, the glasses. X-Men's room, but just glasses. Actually, I New Hope was only 44 this year because it was just Star Wars until 1981. Touche, my friend. That is actually correct. Ah, that's right. You know, it is also kind of interesting how they did that. How like it wasn't just called The New Hope from the jump. But nevertheless. 39 centimeters. Yeah, they said it's like 15 inches, right? This is cool that you can do articulated mouth. Oh, that's cool too. I didn't see this part. This is so you get, yeah, that's pretty cool. Articulated mouth, articulated ears. You get these little floaties, which are in the movie, sunglasses. These pieces are actually in the movie. Also, this is actually pretty cool. Like this Aloha stand. I like that. Get different hands and stuff. And this is like, you typically just don't see him do like a plush type figure like this. And I think like the one tricky thing about this is like, is this worth the price for what it is? Like you could get another like, is this going to be the most accurate and like definitely most realistic? Yeah, probably. But like, it's also like still kind of like a plush. So it's like, it's just kind of it's weird to see Hot Toys do a plush as a figure and still like it be a Hot Toys thing. You know what I mean? And also you're not going to get anything else from this movie. This is going to be it. So I don't know. It's just weird to see this, but cool. It's a pass for me though. I'm gonna have to pass. I just doesn't fit what I'm doing, and I can see the appeal for it, but for me, nah, it's just not something that I need. But I do like the original movie, and I did like this movie, but not something. I don't have no idea where I would put this thing. No clue. Big Dog Pound says it might get stitched because you don't know how long Hot Toys will give us a 2.0. Yeah, this one's probably not going to be another one be made anytime soon. I don't think. Actually, I said I do wish Stitch were a bit bigger, but I did still order. Stitch is too precious for me since the original movie. Yeah, if you have like a bunch of nostalgia for this movie and like the OG, I could see why you would want this. No doubt. It just says, I really appreciate Hot Toys stepping out of the box with this one. It's unique and refreshing to see. If I had a strong connection to Stitch, I would add it in my collection. Yeah, Collecting Madness in the house. What's up, dude? Thanks for being here. He says, bro, I cannot wait for this. So excited. Yeah, I know a lot of people are excited for this one, which I guess I'm kind of surprised that I've seen like a lot of hype surrounding this. More so than I think I would, more so than I thought there would be, but I get it. Totally get it. Emmy Dice says, Andor has become one of my favorite Star Wars characters. That's significant for me in a short list. Yeah, Andor's great, man. Love him. What else? That's it. That's it. Cool figure for me, but it's, I gotta pass. Got too much else going on. Next up on the list, we got some kind of just like a weird direction of where we're taking the show tonight, but we got Thorin Oakenshield from The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. And I only have one photo to talk about. This figure looks really damn good. The prototype that they had before also looked really good. This is kind of just a weird, like we have nobody else from this movie and we still have the Fellowship to get through. And they teased Frodo and Sam, and we have Legolas who's going to be coming out. It's just interesting that they would go toward trying to get this character out when we still have the rest of the Fellowship to get through still, and this is coming first. Like you would think that it would be the opposite, where this would come later on, and who knows, maybe it's like a licensing thing, or like maybe NR is just kind of like, we'll take what we can get at this point to kind of build up our brand. But it's just it's just doesn't seem like the best way to go about it. Like if it were me as a company, I'd say we need to pump out the fellowship first. We need to get people buying up these other, these other members of the fellowship before we think about doing Thorin. Because also I feel like when you start releasing stuff staggered, like that's how people can end up losing interest. Granted, Lord of the Rings isn't really a great example because that's like, Lord of the Rings is one of the most like untouchable trilogies. And it's basically timeless. Like a lot of people would say it's kind of like up there with Star Wars, but so people are still going to want the fellowship regardless in that case. But nevertheless, it would be nice to just see the fellowship start to get announced sooner rather than them spending a lot of their resources on this. Especially, like I said, this is the only one that we're getting from the movie. See what you guys have to say about it. You have to let me know in the chat your thoughts. Ed says this looks amazing, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's just this is not something like I'm getting some Lord of the Rings figures, but I'm not gonna get this. I want like the other fellowship members. Collection Man has no clue who it is, but I'm not kidding. At first glance, I thought it was Seth Rollins. He does kind of look like Seth Rollins. That's funny, dude. Yeah, this is actually a really good looking figure. They nailed it. It looks really, really good. Big Dog Pound. Yeah, this is where it really sucks too. Is like Inart still owes me a Paul Atreides, which sucks. Like I got my Paul Atreides back in January, and it's just it's crazy. I hear people, yeah, like one of my other friends is like, yeah, where they still haven't shipped it. I paid my invoice, still haven't gotten anything about it shipping, even though he paid it a while ago. When they asked him to pay it in our direct. So it's just, it is end of May. It's about to be June. And it's taken that long. It's just, yeah, and then they're announcing something else. So it's just, they got to figure that system out. AJ says, Thorin looks fantastic, but I'm holding the Lord of the Rings movies fellowship before him. Just have to sit it out on some of these inner figures. Yeah. When you're making like a premium product with this high of a price point, it's really hard to justify, oh, I'm going to go out of my way and pick this up when I know the other fellowship members are coming. I think that's part of it too. Burn it down. Yeah, Ed's still waiting on Inner Paul too. It's crazy. He was one of the original teases. Yeah, I know he's been teased for a while. This is crazy too. X-Man says he just got his Artisan Jack Sparrow from Sideshow. Yeah, I got that like back in January too. I don't get what's taking him so long. And I'm still waiting on Artisan Anakin. So just that Sideshow is slow too, but also the biggest difference is like Sideshow is slow. Sideshow is slow, but there's multiple reasons for that being the case. But also there are a lot of figures that they're putting out. So like you don't have as much of a waiting period in between figures. Like we were just waiting for these NR figures to come out. What's up, Rando 5? Thank you so much for being here. Still waiting on Atreides as well. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Crazy. But this is a pass for me. And then I don't even know what is let me look at one thing. I want to look at 1/6 kit. Jeffrey says Legolas Q2. I think he's I want to say he's Q4. I thought he was end of the year this year. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Give me 1 second. I'm just looking at something real quick. I want to see what inner ones are on 1/6 kit right now. Dang, I can't believe BVS Superman is still on. Oh, and Kit has more in our 2019 Jokers. Is this actually in stock? Oh, Paul Atreides is in stock on 1/6 Kit. But 620, damn. Because what's Snape going for now? Let me look at this real quick. Snape is 408, which is crazy that Snape is that and Legolas is like 5 something. Legolas is ungodly expensive. So that license just must be really expensive for them. So I wonder what he's going to come in at. I don't know what the price is going to be for this guy. It's going to be interesting to see what they do price wise for him. But I mean, it's just a weird timing for this. We're also waiting on, they keep saying they're going to give us a Batman, BVS Batman, and they're going to give us their Bale Batman, the Dark Knight. You know, like those are supposed to be shown. Those were supposed to, I thought, be shown last summer. I swear we were talking about that happening last year, but still haven't seen them. So hopefully that is at some point here soon. They haven't even shown them. So that's where it's like, hopefully like you show them, and when are those even going to be available to get, you know? Ryan says, sometimes I feel like Hot Toys is taking on too much at you. I think the thing is they just always have something that is in the pipeline. Like their releases are always staggered for a reason, you know? Yeah, X-Men says I want to see that Christopher Reeve. That is probably going to look really good when they have it done. But I don't really have much more to say about this. This is not something that I'm going to be getting. So yeah, let's move along. This is, let me do this. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to share just Jazzinc's website. So on the 23rd on Friday, and this was kind of surprising to see because typically Jazzinc doesn't do this, but multiple pieces went up for order at once with the Penguin from Batman Returns. Then we got the tumblers, and then we got Batman the Animated Series. There is a lot going on here. I haven't really even looked at it much, but let's dive into it a little bit here. So we have, let me start with Batman Animated Series. This is interesting that this is a thing where you can get both either the realistic body version or the animated. And this does not ship to the US. That's another thing. The only way, this is where it gets kind of tricky, because the Batmobiles you can buy direct from Jazzinc and they sea ship, or you can pay a very big premium to get them air shipped. But I think, is Kit carrying these? I think he is. I want to say he's carrying all these. Yes, he is. We got Myron in the house. What's up, Myron? Says hi, Steve. What's up, dude? Thank you for stopping into the show. Good to see you in here, man. Glad you, I know you were talking about coming in here and setting a reminder for the show. So thank you so much for being here, man. Hope you enjoy the show. We got Superfan Tijuana Mike, aka King Churro in the house. What's up, dude? He says, happy Sunday, collectors. Happy Sunday to you, King Churro. X-Men says, Kit has them, and boy, do they cost. Yeah, this is tough, man. So this is on 1/6 Kit, and let's look at the realistic version. So, okay. So there's multiple editions of the Batman Animated Series too. There's a signature edition. Oh, so you get all this extra stuff. Oh, that's nice. You get a hand-signed plate by showrunner and writer Paul Dini, famous co-creator of Harley Quinn as well. That's pretty cool. You get a hand-signed plate. So bottom line, sorry, I was reading this on 1/6 Kit. We got Neil Irvik in the house, long-time fan. What's up, dude? He says, hey, Steve. Hey, Neil. Thanks so much for tuning in here. Good to see you, man. So you get a couple different options for this. This is a signature edition one. You get a lot of stuff. So here's a bunch of extra stuff for signature edition. That's cool. And I think the price difference for these, at least on 1/6 Kit, you're looking at the realistic body signature edition is $386 shipped. and without the signature is $321 shipped. So you're paying 60, what is that? 65 more bucks? 65 more bucks if you want the plate and some other accessories too. The one thing for me for this is I don't think, well, let me find my page here, because this is the realistic body version. My only thought with this is, I guess if somebody wants to do a realistic body version for this, more power to you. But I feel like with this being Batman the animated series, that really the one I would want would be the animated body. I really, personally, for me, I don't really see a reason to get the realistic body. I feel like animated is the way to go on this. Like, because it's literally, that's what this is representing, is the animated series. So I personally would go with the animated body for this. And it's kind of a bummer you can't just order this direct from Jazzinc in the US. That's a bummer. I wish that were the case, because you'd be saving some money. I wonder if DC Shop is going to end up carrying these. That is something I need to look at. What is it? Shop DC. Let me look at something real quick. Ash says, so he signs it. What a joke. Well, I think the creator signs it. So you get hand signed plate by the the show producer and the writer. So the plate looks like this. So you get this plate signed by him, which is pretty cool. I think it's a cool accessory if you're into that, but or you also get these extra additional accessories too. You get the additional accessories listed all right here if you get this accessory signature edition. Batarang, gas mask, display stand, removable cowl. That must be this. Communicator, cassette player. Yeah, so this is the bonus accessories thing right here. So you get these in a plate. Does this come with the... Oh, I see. Never mind. Accessory signature edition. I'm guessing he's bolding them. So you get a bonus accessory, but all this other stuff still comes with both of them. Okay. I see right here. Yeah, X-Man says both figures get the same accessories. I see. Yeah, I just noticed that. So my bad. Yeah, the only difference is the signature. I see. Because right here he bolded this accessory signature edition, but I thought he was listing all this under here as being a bonus stuff. I'm like, dang, okay. But yeah, that's just this bolded stuff right here matches this. So surprise bonus accessory and a signed plate. So you get a surprise bonus and a signed plate for $60 some more on if you go with 1/6 kit. Batman looks amazing. It does look really good. We're going to talk about this, Myron. How much is Penguin? We're going to talk about Penguin. Haven't gotten it yet. Sideshow said no Jazzinc US distribution. Yeah, it makes sense. Like it sucks that they can't do that. But yeah, I wish that were the case, that we could do that. Oh, what up, Trash Panda? Thank you for being here. I think it's a Fison. Yeah, I think you meant to say Fison. Yeah, Fison body on the more expensive version looks cool. Yeah, I think the figure itself looks really good. I think, like, I'm interested in this because Batman the Animated Series is awesome. I love it. Do I need the signed plaque and stuff? Probably not. We'll see. We'll see. That one is something I'm going to have my eye on. Like I said, if you want the animated body signature edition from 1/6 kit, you have to put down $146 NRD, and the total price is $386. So the NRDs are higher now for this as well. That's a higher NRD than usual for 1/6 kit. I wonder if a lot of people are just letting go of their invoices right now. So we had to up it. I don't know. So just to reiterate, thank you, X-Man Supreme, for pointing this out too before I had realized it, that, yeah, the only difference is the signature. So you're paying that extra for the signature plate. Is it worth it? It's up to you. What's up, Moose? Says 6 or 8 celebrates 8 months of membership. Thank you so much, man. Hello, community collectors. No pre-orders yet. I didn't pre-order anything of any of this either. I am getting Catwoman. Interested to see how that one comes out. And then let's talk about Penguin. So there's a lot of Penguin stuff. There's a lot of Penguin stuff. So we get the Sewer Penguin, regular, and then Sewer Penguin Deluxe. Then we get the Mayor Penguin, regular, Mayor Penguin Deluxe. And then you get the Penguin Deluxe 2-pack to get everything. And I'm going to guess this comes, whoops, how do I get out of this? Okay. This I'm going to get, I don't even want to look at the price of this on 1/6 kit. Oh man. So on 1/6 kit, the NRD is $527. Total price is $1,427. Man. Ed says, are you sure about Catwoman? See, with just being Star Wars, I can help you out with Catwoman. I don't know. So I got the 2-pack Catwoman. I got the all-in Catwoman one. I don't even know if I'm going to keep it yet, to be honest. We'll see what happens. But I'll keep you in mind, Ed. So you get everything with this. You literally get everything. You get all items from both the Deluxe Mayor and Deluxe Sewer version. So this is the ultimate edition. This is everything, which is a lot. You get this Penguin set on here too. I guess it really just, if you think it's whatever you feel like you need and whatever you think is worth. I know a lot of people are all in on this movie. You know. Let me look at this Sewer Penguin here. Like, I feel like I'm probably gonna have to get one of these. No, these pictures are small, guys. Guys, bear with me here. Does anybody know, does the ultimate include like some extra backdrop or something, or some extra like diorama base? That's cool. Like, is this backdrop right here included? Is that what it is? Yeah, Deluxe Mayor 600 plus with 600 with kit. Yeah, that's really steep, man. Jackson says comparable artisan prices. Yeah, it's still like, I guess, what was the most expensive artisan? I think it was Artisan Joker, right? I think it came out to like mid 500s shipped. And you're arguing like for what an artisan is versus this, like with what you're getting more with this too. But still, man, it's just like it's steep, man. But I wanted to see, like, does this include some type of like, oh, that's cool. Exclusive. Oh, so with the exclusive, you get an immersive sewer diorama. Penguins thrown. So, oh, so this is exclusive right here. Damn, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, you get a custom flooring and this giant rock diorama. So I see. So that's the only way to get this. Similar to how like the only way to get the Hell Here diorama for Catwoman was to get the like the ultimate. So whether or not this is worth it to you, I guess that's totally, like, we have 1427 shipped for the all-in. Even these penguins, what are these penguins? These 3 penguins are $182. Like, that's a lot, man. You know, if you start piecing this out, or if you only want to get a couple things, yeah, $600 for Mayor. Even if you go normal, so not non-deluxe, $386 for non-deluxe. Jackson says, but you can't get the Penguin Army directly from Jazz. Let me look at this. So I'm curious, like, what would shipping be? So this is $119, $40. So you're gonna pay $159, and 1/6 kit you're gonna pay $182. So you're paying $23 more, which isn't a huge amount. But I'm gonna guess if it was like these bigger figures, like, it's a lot more expensive. But anyways, I don't know. Like, I think this is a really cool that you have so many options for this. Very similar to Catwoman. I just really hope that these turn out good, and I think they really are going to. It sounds like he's got a really good team, and he's going all in on these. Like, he's getting licenses, and he's getting, like, it's just hopefully the quality is there. We don't know because he's never done like these types of figures. I know he's done, like, people say, like, oh, he's done the Vulture and he's done, you know, that one and stuff, but this is like licensed, so you need to get the likeness approval and stuff, likeness approvals and stuff like that. So, and the attention to detail, you can't deny that for some of this stuff. Like, it's just really cool. So I don't know what one I like. I feel like I'm probably gonna maybe get one, maybe. I don't really know too, because I'm kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know how far I want to go into like 89, 92. Like, I already have the Batmobile and Batman. I don't even know if I really need to go beyond that. I kind of just like having that because I have so much other stuff to focus on. So we'll see. With that being said, last thing I want to talk about is a tumbler. And this is crazy. We get 3 different options for the tumbler. And these 2 are only a $50 price difference. So camo one for me is out of the question. It's not going to happen for me. I would love to have a camo one and the stealth one, but it's not in the cards for me. That's too much space. But I would love to have one of these with Bane standing on top of it. I feel like that would just be so awesome. But I don't think I could justify that, getting 2 of these. What's up, Andreas IB? Thanks so much for being here, man. Super fan of the channel. Thank you, dude, for being here on the show. I'm waiting for Catwoman before I buy another Jazzinc figure. That's totally fair. I get it, man. 100% get it. I 100% get it. And I'm kind of with you. I might just wait it out because also all of the Catwoman is still available for pre-order on 1/6 kit. So I'm going to guess that these are probably going to be relatively easy to get. Hopefully. So we'll see. 12-inch Mushroom says the all-in is $57 cheaper on Spec Fiction than kit. To me, and this is just my personal experience with this, and I'm sure everybody else is different, I will gladly pay the extra $57 in this case. Because you know that you're paying shipping. It's going to be shipped to you quicker. It's going to be from kit. It's going to be sent by air. And if you want it sent by air from Spec Fiction, you're probably going to have to pay this difference anyways. Because like I think the one figure that I got from them was I got an in-art Batman from them. And yeah, the communication was just, there wasn't any. I reached out after months. I didn't hear anything. I had ordered it. Everybody was already getting theirs. I was waiting months. And I messaged them and I said, hey, like, do you have an update on my Batman figure? They replied back like within a few days and they said that it's ready to be shipped now. Why wasn't I ever alerted to that fact? Like, why am I the one reaching out to you about this, that it's ready to be shipped? And then they just said it's ready to be shipped now from China. And I was like, okay, like they didn't tell me this is how it goes or anything. And there was never anything advertised on their website saying that the shipping was their free shipping on their website is C ship by default. There's nothing that said that on the product listing when I bought that figure. I figured, oh, this is free shipping. They're going to get it in the States and they're going to send it to me once it's here. No, that is C ship, which takes another extra couple months. And I wasn't notified of that. I was never told. So I opted for the express shipping, which I think was 35 or 40 bucks. And it took a few more days and then they shipped it out. But I wouldn't have known any of that had I not reached out. And who knows when I would have got my figure, because they told me it was ready to be shipped, but I was the one that initiated the conversation. So in my mind, kit has always come through for me whenever I ordered something. It's always fast shipping after I pay the invoice and it gets here within a week. And it's the hassle and the wait time. Like I've just gotten stuff like did I get another thing from there? I think, no, I just got the one, but there were a lot of other people who've had worse examples than me where they were waiting months and months and months, for stuff to get there. So long story short, I would rather just pay the extra money and get it with kit, honestly. But the other thing is, like, it'd be nice if we had another option that was just as fast as shipping that didn't have, didn't have to worry about the upcharge. But that's what happens when it's buying something from overseas that's not distributable in the US. It's just the way of the game. That's how it goes. X-Man, I do not know. It's the math, right? Difference between Jazz and Kit Penguin Army doesn't seem to be as high as a percentage as a Penguin himself. Yeah, I do not know. I'm not, my math is not, my math ain't mathing for me tonight either. But Tumblr, so, oh man, so like I said, I would love to have the camo one. Not gonna happen, but the stealth one, there's 14, and then what is it, 200 C ship, which I'm okay with that because 195 C. This is like, I mean, I kind of feel like I need to get a Tumblr. I didn't get the Hot Toys one. I held off for a while because I almost bought the Hot Toys one actually around my birthday. I almost got it for my birthday and I didn't. And like, then once I got the Jazzinc 22 and then I started kind of figuring out how just like, they just do such a good job with their vehicles. And like, you're going to get better quality, more accurate scaling, and just the detail and attention to detail that goes into it. You're not going to get it in my mind from anybody else in 6 scale like this for a vehicle. So for me, like if I'm getting a Tumblr, I'm going to get this one. And this is probably the one I'm going to end up getting. So Batman is like high on my priority list. So we'll see. The nice thing is you can do like these payment plans, like 12 months for 108 bucks a month. That's much more reasonable than having to drop all this at once, So we'll see. I'm still thinking about it, and I'm going to decide. And the other thing is that's really nice about this too is the Black Stealth edition includes a non-posable seated Christian Bale Batman. So that's really cool. It's a bonus offering, and I think that's like an early bird thing, or like to a certain amount of time, once he hits a certain number, you're not gonna be able to get that anymore for free. So I don't know when that's gonna happen, but that's interesting too. The only thing is, I wish before going up for pre-order, I wish we could have seen like an actual prototype. We didn't even get a prototype of this, so we'll see. Brian says, if you already have the Bat bike, you should go with the camo version and put Bane on top. I don't have the bike either. Like the Bat Pod, I don't have that. Oh man, it would be so awesome to have the camo one and have Bane standing on top of this, man. That would be so sick. But that's really, really just, it's too much, man. Dedicated. Too much space. Too much money to dedicate to that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's really it. That's it for the Jazzinc stuff. A lot of stuff happening with them, which is cool to see. I know we're going to see. I know they announced some other licenses that they got approved for, like the original Wonder Woman, and saw some other stuff as well. But Batman stuff, gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Next up, after talking about all that, so that's pretty much all the news so it's really short talking about the news. So I want to talk a little bit about my current state of my collection and where things are headed for me right now as far as what I want to accomplish with my collection. And like things have kind of like been changing just over time since I started collecting. I mean, I guess I'm almost 3 years into Hot Toys collecting at this point in time, which is crazy to think about. So let me share this. And let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can crop this down. Let me try to do this. There we go. Let me crop down a little more. One more. One more. One more. There we go. So this is from Collector Freaks Forum. Uh-oh. No, I cut them all off. There we go. I like bringing this up because this shows like all of the Star Wars stuff that's going to be coming out or that's already been announced essentially. And there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff. But before I get to this, let me get to some of your guys' comments. Moose says, I've had the Hot Toys Tumblr for years now. Yeah, I passed on it. Just never got around to it. X-Men says, yeah, Jazzinc's getting all my money this year. Yeah, they're making a ton of really cool stuff. Ryan says, it'd be nice if they could give us one young Anakin figure since Hot Toys never will. Yeah, that would be nice. We got a young Annie. No doubt. MB Dice says, I went all in on 110th, 112 Batmobile doesn't have 10 of them. I would only get 89 and 16 if I decide to chase it down. Nice. That's cool. I like 112 vehicles. Collection Obsession says, I'm stoked for Linda Carter, Wonder Woman. Yeah, I know a lot of people are pumped for that. Yeah, Julie Newmar, Helen Slater. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Darth Malix, Mr. Nora Jaw. What's up, dude? Thanks for being here. He says, do you think we'll get more Andor series figures? They can't just stop at 2, right? I don't know what else they will do from Andor. Like at this point, I don't know. I think it could just be Cassian, K2. I think we're going to get a Krennic, but I don't know if they'll do that for Andor or if they'll just save that for the 10-year anniversary of Rogue One next year in 2026. I do think we're gonna probably end up getting Andor or some once Rogue One is 10-year anniversary, we're probably gonna get like hopefully they'll give us like a Bodhi Rook, Saw Gerrera, Baze Malbus. It's kind of, I feel like a 50-50 shot of whether or not they're gonna give us a Saw Gerrera, like a Saw Gerrera or a Krennic for Andor, rather than just brand it Rogue One again. I don't know. They could potentially stop it too. I wonder if we'll get like a B2 emo. I wonder if we'll get him as a droid. That would be kind of cool. I could see them making him. I would love to get a Kleia and a Luthen. I would absolutely get a Kleia and Luthen for my collection. Mon Mothma would be an amazing figure. I really hope they make her. So there's ones that I definitely hope that they make, but I don't know. And this is exactly why. What's up, 1Adam12, fan of the channel? Thank you for being here, man. This is exactly why I say it like that, because yeah, the Phantom Menace really getting short shrift so far. We need Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Queen Amidala. Yeah, Phantom Menace was the biggest, like the and who knows, they're probably gonna just like Jar Jar came out and he was not even anniversary. So it would have really been nice to at least get like a Padawan Obi. Yeah, can we get like like another episode 1 Padme? There's so many figures they could have done from episode 1 that they just haven't done yet. So that's why it's really hard to say for Andor what they'll do, because that was 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace, and it was like we just really could have got some stuff at that point in time. We didn't really get much. So, but thanks for being here, Adam. Bix, it'd be cool to get a Bix. I don't think they'll do that figure though. Did everyone else know it's Saw Gerrera? I thought it was Saul. Yes, I knew it was Saw, but I do see a lot of people saying Saul. We got Best Hair Kid in the house. What's up, dude? Thank you for being here, man. It says more imperial, excuse me. Gimki, Dedra Miro. I would love to get Dedra. And I think it would be great to get Cyril as well. I mean, those was just really like, that show is very memorable for me. I will probably, yeah, Andor is a show I'm probably gonna be thinking about for a while, and it was really, I really enjoyed it. So I really would love to get figures from the show. Definitely. What's up, 16 Lovers? Thank you for being here, man. He says, hi, guys. Hi to you, dude. Thank you for tuning into the show. Brian says, I'm kind of getting a little over 2.0s at this point. All we need is Obi-Wan from Sith, then new things. Dude, I don't know, man. Hot Toys is, I'm with you. Like, there's a lot, but Hot Toys, like, that's what they're pushing now. It's crazy. They are pumping 2.0s out left and right. That's like probably something that's going to be happening for the foreseeable future, the way they're doing this right now. Unfortunately. What's up, Eric, fanatic of the channel? Thank you for being here, man. He says, need a Qui-Gon Jinn Artisan and Sculpted 2.0. I would love an Artisan Qui-Gon. That would be very cool. Emmy says, and why did they go so crazy for Attack of the Clones? Arguably people's least favorite prequel. I think if you look at Attack of the Clones, though, it has like a lot of other stuff too, like battle droids. We got a weathered R2D2, clones. Anytime there's a clone, easy money. A great way to do a Padme, another Anakin. Like, the characters in here are just easy ones for people to buy. Django. If everybody wants a Count Dooku and a Yoda. But I agree, like, it's kind of interesting that they didn't give us all that from episode 1. And also, we are getting a lot from Revenge of the Sith at this point. Like, this is catching up to almost caught up to Attack of the Clones, actually. But let's talk about some of this real quick here. Yeah, Attack of the Clones, a battle damage Padme, that would be cool. 16 Lovers, no doubt. Brian says, only 2.0s we really need are color variations on battle droids and clones, I feel. Yeah, I think the other thing, though, is like Hot Toys is going to capitalize on these 2.0s and put rolling eyes and everything. That's the other outlier here, but Let's talk about this a little bit. So episode 1, I am pretty much, I still need to order a droidica, but I will at some point. So this is where it's tricky, because like I have a running list of Star Wars figures that I'm going to end up getting. And there's a lot of other stuff that I want to get from these other IPs, when Marvel and Batman and some of this other artists and stuff that's coming up. And I honestly am like kind of stuck right now on what I'm going to do. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to have to make cuts somewhere or not get a specific figure from Star Wars. And I just don't see that happening. So I don't know. I'm going to have to really consider making some changes here. I don't know yet what I'm going to do, but I have all of these. I did not get the hologram Maul just because I don't really have a spot for it. Jar Jar's, I'm 100% getting Jar Jar. That's an absolute must figure. Absolute must. Droidica I'm going to get. Phantom Menace otherwise pretty much fleshed out for me. Got Maul and Qui-Gon. We really need episode 1 Obi-Wan. Holy smokes. Episode 2. I pretty much have all of these. Except actually I never got a shiny clone. I never got a clone because this was like early on kind of when I started collecting, and it like, this is when it just all of a sudden went waitlist so fast. And these go for like still a pretty high amount. So I would like to get one of these, and the clone pilot. I don't have these two actually. Would like to get those at some point. But also the way my clone display is set up right now, it's really nice with a lot of the 501st and stuff, but I do need to get these at some point. And a super battle droid. I don't have a super battle droid. I need to get one of those, stand next to Count Dooku. So again, like this is like 3 figures in here that I want to get at some point. Clone Wars, this is all stuff that I still need to get Ahsoka at some point. I don't have a Vaughn. I don't know if I'll get like a Vaughn, just because he doesn't go with my other ones. I don't have a Fox. Everything else on here, I'm pretty much either have or I'm going to be getting with pre-orders. Revenge of the Sith clone pilot, that'd be sick. Ryan says, sounds like you've already told yourself you just need to collect Star Wars as one IP. The thing with this is like, there's other stuff that I want, but at the same time, like Star Wars is coming out with so much stuff. Like I end up always just going back to Star Wars as my number 1 priority. So do I, and this is how I started. I started collecting, like I'm only going to stick to Star Wars. And then I started branching out because I like other stuff, and I'm happy to have other stuff, but I always just get dragged right back into Star Wars stuff, man. And I would rather have Star Wars stuff over other stuff. That's just how I am. That's just it. So that's what I'm considering. Like there's some figures I'm going to be getting later on in the year that I'm waiting for to come out. And it's just, I don't know if I'm going to be keeping all those, to be honest, because I got to be honest with myself. And that's, Star Wars is like the main thing. I will sacrifice other stuff to get Star Wars stuff. 100%. Dark Malik says, I'll take a 2.0 gen. I already have both versions. Both versions of gen are they're both great. We'll probably get a 2.0 at some point, probably next year for the anniversary. 16 says, or a black dress Padme from the cringy fireplace scene. That'd be a cool figure. Commander Fox is cool, so underrated. It is a cool figure. I like it. Yeah, this is, best. Okay, the Clone Wars line is insane. I have 2 DF-120s and a custom DF-120 just for that line. Still give me more. Yeah, I have a lot of space dedicated to this line right here. But 100% worth it. I'm with you on that, man. I am with you. Eric says, only Marvel. Captain America, Winter Soldier 2.0, Daredevil, Artisan, Thor. See, I'm gonna pass on. I'm passing on Daredevil. I'm pretty sure. I like the show, but like we're gonna get a more definitive suit later on. So I'm not gonna get this Born Again suit. Just not gonna do it. I was hoping we would get a Punisher because I do want a John Bernthal Punisher. Artisan Thor probably gonna happen at some point. I am gonna get this Captain America Winter Soldier because he's the GOAT to me. Cap is my favorite Marvel character, one of my favorite characters of all time. That one I will get. But some other Marvel ones, man, to tell you the truth, right now, I'm kind of torn on what to do with Marvel. I really am torn on what to do with Marvel because I don't know what to do with Marvel. Like these are some figures that I have coming up that are Marvel. Artisan Loki, God Loki, Black Widow, Wolverine, and Wanda, or Artisan Scarlet Witch rather, and Artisan Iron Spider. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I don't even know if I want to at this point, like, and this was my thought with Marvel, was I wanted to take my Marvel stuff, and I might still do this. It's just kind of up in the air for right now. I really wanted to get one version of each Marvel character that I really wanted to have, like mostly Infinity War Endgame, because those really, like, I don't know, nothing's really going to top Infinity Saga for me. I just don't think it's going to happen. But I wanted to just get one of those, with the exception of Iron Man, because I do want 1 through 7, because Iron Man figures are just awesome. I just wanted 1 through 7 suits. That's it. And there's one, like I just want one version of each of those. So I didn't want to go down like, oh, I need every version of Black Widow, I need every version of Thor. I just want one of each one. So that's kind of my mindset with Marvel. That's what it's always been. But then I'm kind of like, I don't know, man, because like these artisan figures, one, are really pricey, and I'm thinking of maybe just limiting Marvel to just having one case. That's really where I'm kind of at right now. And that's kind of what it already is outside of Iron Man, because Iron Man's going to have his own case. Because like I said, that's the one that I think I'm probably going to keep, because I think those die-cast Iron Man figures are just really awesome. Like, especially like with the gantry and just like, and honestly, Mark 1, I'm not really even a huge fan of the suit. Mark 1's actually like my least favorite one of 1 through 7. So I'm kind of just waiting for them to come out with a 4, like a reissue of 4. And then I'm pretty much done with Iron Man. So that's an easier choice, right? But there's some other Marvel figures that I still don't have any of them. Guardians of the Galaxy has been in limbo for me, because I don't want to go backwards on those, knowing that there's a chance they could redo them all, because at this point they're kind of dated, and I don't want the team suits, and they didn't finish the team anyway. So Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the weirdest lines for me. So I don't know. Another thing is, like, I have like Suicide Squad, this Artisan Harley Quinn. I don't know if I'm going to be keeping that. I've thought about getting rid of Peacemaker. I really like the show, but Peacemaker right now doesn't really fit in with some of the other stuff that I have. And DC right now for me, my priority is kind of like, my priority for DC is Batman. That's really my main thing is Batman. So I don't know. I might, like, this Artisan Harley might end up I'll probably end up, honestly, if there's an artisan that I feel that I'm not gonna keep, I'm probably just gonna end up selling it. I'm not gonna eat my NRDs. There's no way I'm just canceling them. I'll probably sell them. And this is where it gets tough with limited figures and with Hot Toys, when all of this stuff takes so long to come out. You have to make a decision on artisan that day. And during that time, I made that decision, and I think I talked about this back in the day too. Like, I'm going to pre-order these, because if I decide, like, am I sure that I 100% want these right now? On some of the cases, I wasn't sure, but I wasn't willing to then pay a double amount of money in the aftermarket if I did end up wanting it. Like, I know these are going to be sellable, and I don't want it. That's just, it's part of this that kind of sucks. Like, you got to chase these figures, you got to do the queue and secure these artisans, and you don't have a choice, because if you don't, you might be paying way over retail if you do end up wanting it. So at least I guess I know that I can kind of sell these. I'm in that spot, so that's a good thing. But that's kind of the one hard part about this hobby is, like, sometimes you don't have a choice but to pre-order with these limited things, because they're going to be sold out, and if you're going to lose, like, you're going to lose out. And I definitely don't want to go and pay a premium on something later on. That's not something I want to do. So we'll see. And on top of this, like, we have all these other figures that, like, are coming out from Star Wars. Star Wars is dropping heat left and right. So much stuff. They're going to be doing this whole entire line of clone commandos, and they're just dropping so much stuff left and right. Scum and Villainy now also has like entered the fold for me. So like Greedo, Ponda Baba, Dr. Evazan, like that first round of Scum and Villainy, I'm gonna be getting those because like I was at first I was kind of I don't really think I'm gonna get into these, but I decided that those ones are ones that I really want, the originals. And then we'll see. And then Sideshow, of course, drops this Jabba reissue. And like I've been wanting a Jabba for a while. And that's probably a sign that Hot Toys probably isn't going to do one anytime soon. And then Bib Fortuna comes available for pre-order, and all these other, you know, Scum and Villainy from Return of the Jedi. So it's just, there is a lot of Star Wars that I would much rather have than some of these other ones. So that's where it's kind of like, I got to start thinking about how I'm going to prioritize that. That's kind of where I'm at right now, you guys. It sounds crazy. Yeah, Clint says, I'm the same. Star Wars is my priority IP. Yeah, it's always been my priority IP. And it's just like, they're releasing stuff at such a rapid pace, or announcing stuff rather at such a rapid pace for Star Wars. It wasn't like that when I first started collecting, like the first half at least. And now they're just like dumping it on. You know, there's so much that I want. Ryan says, I'm glad all I do is collect Star Wars, but like for instance, last week, Artisan Obi-Wan and Vader after taxes and ship, that's $1,000 day there. Yeah, man. And they got the Vader with the table. It's insane, dude. We got my guy Renz in the house. What's up, Renz? Fan of the channel. Hello there. Hello to you, man. Thank you so much for being here, dude. Appreciate you tuning into the show as always. Eric says, hey, Steve, also doing Thundercats Mondo line. Dang. Yeah. Pastor Kid, Star Wars is life, greater than everything else. Yeah, man. Star Wars is like the reason why I collect things. It really is. So that's the priority. X-Men says, I have 2 Artisan Scarlet Witches on order. I ordered one through Pop, and then my waitlist converted with Sideshow. I wonder what they're going to do with the outfit on her, if it's just going to keep, they're probably just going to keep that pleather jacket and pants or whatever, but their hair is just like Artisan, or her hair is just like Warner Brothers 100 Wonder Woman. So that figure is going to be good, man. That's one I'm probably going to end up keeping. And then I'll be good. Like that's the only Scarlet Witch that I need. 1M12 says, agreed, Steve. I have my Endgame and Infinity War set and a few Marvel one-offs. I'm now 85% Star Wars. I'm not the only one, bro. This will like, it's Star Wars is just the depth at which Star Wars goes, and there's so much stuff, man. I have so many Star Wars memories that it's really hard to get away from in a good way. Says, I'm with you, Steve. Love DC, MCU. But there's so many good Star Wars that I'm scaling back to one figure each for each MCU except Iron Man plus 1 Batman and Superman. Yeah, there you go, man. I am just like, I Marvel, and I really like Deadpool and Wolverine. I have Deadpool. I'm going to get Wolverine. I'm probably going to get that battle damage Deadpool. I really enjoyed that movie, and I really like those characters and those figures. So I'll probably keep those. Otherwise, like, I don't really think I'm going to be getting much else MCU right now. Like there's nothing from this new stuff that I really have an interest in getting. You know, it's just, we'll see what happens with this other stuff that's going to be coming out. X-Men, when that starts to happen, then things might end up changing a little bit. But until then, like that's going to be a ways away. We'll see. Yeah, this is crazy. Beskar Kid, 21 weeks into the year, and we've had 20 Star Wars releases. Yeah, it's freaking nuts, man. That's a rapid rate. Clinton says, my kids bought me the Clone Wars Mall, which means I need the Savage. Oh yeah, dude. Savage is one of my number one. He is up there as one of my most wanted figures. I cannot wait till he comes out. And I still need to get Clone Wars Mall. I still need to get that figure. But you can get him relatively cheap. So that's why I haven't really been in a rush. 12-inch booster says OT Star Wars. Needs Scum and Villainy. Yeah, some great figures that I want from there. Yeah, shoot, it used to be maybe 4 figures a year. It's insane what they've done, man. It really is. Clint says, I want that mace, but I keep hearing they're going to 2.0 them soon, and I don't want to pay twice. Yeah, I was like, I really didn't think that Mace was one that was going to happen again because it took so long for him to come out. And he was kind of on the tail end of like the No More Rolling Eyes figures. I could see that. Like, I don't know. I know there's been rumblings about them doing a 2.0 for him. And what I would probably do is keep this one and just turn him into a Clone Wars Mace Windu with like the Clone Wars armor on. But we'll see. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they don't. Yeah, this is very true, X-Man. Like, even if you just collect Star Wars, y'all still got to subdivide it because there's so much. Yeah, it's like multiple things, right? Clint says, Figure Sam, what are you drinking tonight, sir? I am drinking Ardbeg 10. Ardbeg 10 year Scotchy. Cheers. Very smoky. Very smoky. Collection such as Steve, are you getting Terminator, Alien, or Predator figures? Great question, Collection Obsession. That's a very good segue. The answer is no. I am passing on all of this stuff. I would love to get some of this stuff, but I just can't. I can't because this other stuff's taking priority for me, man. It's tough. It's tough. Got to let some stuff go. And I've said this before. The other thing that really, really got me bad was like Power of the Dark Side that they did, this Dark Side event, and then Ahsoka line. Like those just, yeah, that just wrapped me basically for other, trying to get other stuff. And now this year, they're now just doing like, they're doing all this stuff. They're doing all of this. Whoops. Whoa. They're doing all this. Actually, all this. I'm still waiting to get this. But they're doing all this stuff right here. All 9 of these I still have yet to have in hand. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy, man. And then Bad Batch goes and drops this random Elite Squad trooper out of nowhere. And then we start building out the Super Commandos. Where we get Scorch, and then we're going to start getting the other guys. Boss is already up for pre-order, which I ordered him. And then we got Fixer and Sev that are going to happen. And then we got like these other clone commando, like these commandos here that are going to be looking sick when you get all these guys together, man. And I'm a sucker for clones. It's tough, man. It's really tough. Yeah, so glad Star Wars is not my thing. Way too many to keep up with, says MB Dyson. Yeah, I ordered one, dude. Be careful, man. Be careful. Clint says Esco and Villainy line is cool, but damn, are they overpriced? In my opinion. Yeah, I think like something. I don't know why. That must just be like what Sideshow, like Hot Toys making so many figures, and Sideshow doesn't make that much Star Wars stuff. So that's got to just be like how they can maybe make some money with the Star Wars license would be my guess. I don't know. But hopefully those figures are quality. I know their stuff lately has been good. Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, if they would just do like more Legends figures. I agree, dude. Heir to the Empire Shadows would be good. I agree. I think more of that stuff's coming. I'm pretty sure it is. We know Howard Chan likes that stuff. He wanted to do that Dark Empire Luke for apparently years. I remember in an interview he was saying like he was trying to do that for years. I agree. Yeah, X-Men says I was deep in the Ahsoka orders and Deadpool and Wolverine happened. Yeah. And they're still waiting for that stuff like Elektra and Gambit to end up being shown. And that's I'm not getting those ones. I'm not getting the Resistance. Best Our Kid says ready for that Hera tonight. Yes, that is right. That is right. Hera. There's some photos that leaked of Hera, or another Mercari listing from Japan. Hera has been pretty much like Hera's going to be, my guess would be tonight. I would think so. And from the photos that I saw, it looked like the sculpt turned out really, really nice. So can't wait, dude. Can't wait to get that figure. That's probably the one I've been looking forward to the most as far as how it's going to turn out. Let's see here. Kenobi show pretty much got all these, except I don't have this Kenobi 501st. Solo movie, I'm kind of out on these, to be honest. I don't have a spot for them right now. Maybe down the line I'll pick these up at some point. I do have the Range Trooper. Rogue One. Dude, Imperial Crosshair, Beskar Kid. I think it could happen. I really do. Eric says I need to order Anakin and Padawan Ahsoka. I need to order these ones too. I don't have those ones yet. We got my guy Nick's Collectibles in the house. What's up, Nick? Thanks for being here, bro. Good to see you, man. X-Men says I only just got Chrome Mando in the swoop bike. Dude, good to see somebody get the swoop bike. One of the most underrated pieces that is not talked about enough, does not get enough love. And if you get that Chrome Mando Deluxe and you get all the swoop bike accessories that you can put on there with the like Boba Fett helmet and stuff, dude, that piece is awesome, man. It is so dope. I'm so glad you got this. Moose says he found Krennic and Chirrut for decent money. That's awesome. They're both really good. Ed says I can't wait for Hera, dude. Me too. Collection Obsession, you are lucky. Too much stuff coming. Ahsoka Line was a hard pass except for Thrawn. No, Ahsoka Line is just insane. Nick's Pacers game is great. I'm gonna have to check that out when I'm done. Ryan says I do still want to get that Patrol Trooper. Dude, me too. Kind of surprised he never showed up in another series. Yeah, I want to get him as well. Moose says I bought Galen Urso for Crossbow shipping. Steve, did you get Galen? I did as well from my guy Quano. So shout out to him. He hooked me up from Star Wars Celebration for Galen. So that was awesome. I'm still looking for Darth Vader Sith Apprentice, but I have lost hope on that one. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that one, to be honest, unless somebody can hook it up for me. So if anybody's got a lead for a good price, hit me up. Ash says, no, Deadpool, tired of Star Wars. You guys had enough. May the 4th. Yeah, man. Star Wars is a gift that keeps on giving. MB says, I might get Cassian and K2. What a pair, man. What a pair. Honest Ansel says, need a new R2. I would get the Attack of the Clones R2, the weathered one. That one is my favorite. And it comes with a ton of stuff. That's the one that I like. I mean, they're all fine, but that's one that I prefer. I think they're going to, Ed says, nice. I wish they'd make another Galen. I think it's going to happen. I really do. Really do. We're going to have Hera riding on swoop with Mando. That's actually kind of cool. Bester Kid says, I need to have a bike made for that Patrol Trooper someday. That would be really dope. That bike is cool. Ryan says, I actually just got the Sideshow Rogue One TIE Pilot. It's dope. And the AT-AT driver, I don't see Hot Toys making those look any better. It would be really cool to get a General Veers and an AT-AT driver. That would be very cool. Adam says, we need some more Andor figures. Dude, I agree. I would get all of these, to be honest. Kino Loy would be so cool with like the prison outfit on. That'd be great, man. Yes, I would love. Yeah, we got to get Baze and Bodhi. We got to finish the squad, man. Honest Ansel, they got to make a new R2 2.0 New Hope. Wait till Star Wars 50th in 2027. They're going to drop the freaking hammer on us with 2.0s for A New Hope. To be crazy. Does Feist make a green female body? That I do not know. But anyways, Rogue One is amazing lines. The figures, some of them are like kind of dated now, but still one of my favorite cases, Rogue One. You guys heard me say this before, but one of the best trooper designs. They just introduced like Scarif troopers, Death troopers. It's just amazing troopers. Just love it. I love what they did like with the Stormtrooper design. That was just really, I love how the Rogue One Stormtrooper looks. Such a cool figure. And the Jedha Patrol Trooper set, love that. And then of course we get the squad. Like Chirrut is awesome. Finally, we get a Cassian announced this year. So that's another thing is like, we've been waiting for some of these figures to come out. Star Wars is dropping all this stuff and then Cassian gets announced and a new K2 gets announced. I know he's relatively the same, but still, a ton of stuff. Rogue One, just greatness, you know? So this is an example of why I can't just like not prioritize this, because there's so much goodness in Star Wars, man. Best Kid says, got to run The Last of Us Season 2 finale watch party. Dude, nice, man. Catch you on the rewind. Thanks for being here, man. Hope you enjoy the replay. Hope you enjoyed the finale of the show. Hopefully it's good. Honest Answer says, so you're saying I have to stay away from all social media and YouTube till 2027? It's going to happen, bro. And here we are. And we just need to get more OT. Like, this is the first time finally with the Dewback Sand Trooper and then the TIE Pilot that we've got something from A New Hope. All of these are so, like, from so long ago at this point, man. It's crazy. Even Empire, like, they're not really giving us much. Like, we get this Chewie and C-3PO that are going to end up coming out finally. But prior to that, it was Bespin and Luke. There really wasn't much stuff, man. Same for Return of the Jedi. We got Return of the Jedi, Vader, C-3PO, and then we're still waiting on Han. And then we got a reissue of, like, this Stormtrooper, essentially. My guy, Christian Crosshair Cooper, fan of the channel. What's up, my guy? Says, what's up, Steve? And my bros in the chat. What's up, dude? Brian says, we need a USB Jawa. Yeah, I mean, or you could just get a dummy light kit from my guy, 16 Figs and Parts on eBay. That's what I have. Easy way to light it up, man. Plug it into USB. And then we have the Mandalorian line. There's a lot I still need from this. I still need, yeah. I won't even list the ones that I still need, but there's some things I need from this. And this line is awesome. I've always loved the Mando line. Love the show. And this right here is why it's really hard to shy away from Star Wars to get other stuff. Because look at all this goodness, man. Granted, some of these are like COVID figures and you can get them really cheap, but there's just so much in the Mando line that you can get. And Mando's just great, dude. So good. The Marshal. Oh, nice. Christian says, get my Star Killer in finally. Nice. And my Maul 2.0. Nice. I got my 2.0 Maul. Haven't opened them. Yeah, I got to do that. I just got them. Clinton, this would be dope. Return of the Jedi Ewok 2 or 3 pack. It'd be cool to get like a Paplu. I would love that. I'm with you on that, man. And a Gamorrean Guard. Dude, Ryan. Yes. Yes. We need a Gamorrean Guard badly. Ed says, yeah, Han Solo's taking forever also. Yep. This is interesting, MB. Like, do they do a die-cast Mando from the movie? I don't know. I think they just reissue the Chrome Mando. Knowing Hot Toys, they're probably going to reissue the Chrome Mando with different accessories. That's what I would think they're going to do. X-Men says, I want repainted Boba, but I want the 2-pack, but I don't prefer the look of the bird poop Boba. I don't know what to do about Boba. If it were me, and I don't have it yet, but I'm going to get it at some point, is the 2-pack. You can get it for sub $200 now, and you can have both. I know, like, a lot of people call it the bird poop Boba, but also that version of him was one of the most, like, iconic for him, like that look, because was the episode when he absolutely went off. So, and like made his return. So I would say like that's totally like a dope figure to have. So I would go for the 2-pack because you're going to find it at a cheaper price anyways. Eric says, sold most of my Mando Hot Toys line 1 through 6 Clone Wars and enjoying the Knights of the Royal Republic line. Nice, dude. It's an awesome line. Yeah, Ryan says that's a sin that Return of the Jedi line doesn't have that yet. Yeah, we need a Gamorrean Guard, man. Exactly, dude. Peak Boba, man. That was dope. That was dope with him in that outfit. The damaged armor. And then, of course, we come to one of the GOAT lines. And this ain't, just wait till next year when we get Ahsoka Season 2 and Hot Toys starts dropping Ezra, and we're going to get other figures as well. Hu Yang's probably going to happen. Like, Ezra and Hu Yang are going to happen at some point. Like, Ahsoka Season 2 is going to come out. And then also we'll probably get another Balin for the other actor. I would imagine we're probably going to get another version of him. I wouldn't be surprised at all. And we're probably going to get some other, like, another thing is we know that Admiral Akbar is in Ahsoka. So like we'll probably get like an Akbar figure. There's going to be stuff they're going to drop for Ahsoka Season 2. If they went this hard on this one, best believe Season 2 is going to be crazy too, especially if they get into the flashbacks again. They get into flashbacks again, we're probably going to get like another Anakin. Eric says hearing Obi-Wan Kenobi's in Ahsoka. If we get Obi-Wan, a flashback and clone armor, you bet your ass we're gonna get another flashback Obi-Wan. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Collection of such a good question, Steve. What would be a fair secondary market for Artisan Sith Anakin, and do you think it's getting reissued? Dude, that figure's going for $1,000 plus. That's really what the market is for him right now. So do I think it's getting reissued? I don't think that exact version of Anakin is going to get reissued, but I do think that we're going to get an Artisan Anakin, or an Artisan. I think we're going to get another one. I think we're going to get a true sculpted and artisan Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary Anakin, or they're not going to brand it that. It really doesn't matter, but there's no way this is all we've seen of Artisan Anakin. It's just not. They're going to end up doing a sculpted for both those Anakin head sculpts, I think. When? Don't know. Will it be this year? I would think with the anniversary that they're probably going to do something. Really, the only anniversary figure we have right now is this Vader. That's it. Just this Vader right here. There's only one. So I think it's going to happen at some point. We need an affordable Java. Yeah, I agree. Hu Yang. Can I get a Hu Yang? Yeah, Emra Akbar would be a really cool figure to get, man. Let's see. So Ahsoka. So this is where it's like, this is what I mean by Book of Boba Fett. I have all these. Besides KX Enforcer. I don't have my KX Enforcer droid anymore just because there was nowhere for me to put him. So I don't have him anymore, but otherwise I have all these. And I don't have this Boba Fett. I have the one on the throne. Which I guess technically is Mandalorian in one of the finale, but still. I never went down I just, and this is where it's tough because I could not get into the prequels. I don't have the space, or I just couldn't do it. I might get a little picky choosy about some of these maybe at some point, but KOTOR and video game ones, yes, I'm in on a lot of these. Revenant Starkiller. I have a video game case. It's actually right behind my head. You can't really see it, but I have them in there along with some other video game figures, which is really cool. Snowtrooper, I put in Empire Strikes Back. Purge Trooper Commander, I might put this in the Kenobi case, actually. And then, yeah, these guys are probably just going to go in the video game case, too. Naugus and Nihilus. And we got my guy Yomo in the house. What is up, birthday boy? Everybody, can I get some HBDs? Happy birthdays in the chat for my guy Yomo. Happy birthday, man. Hope you had a great day. I was hoping you'd pop in here so I could personally wish you a happy birthday, dude. So thank you for being here on your birthday, man. It's nice of you to drop in. Oh, Ryan says I'm still her. I can't find a decent number trooper. Yeah, they're still going for a pretty penny. And then here I do have I need to get the BT1. I should look and see if I'm guessing he's still in stock. Yeah, he is. 5000. Dark Empire Luke is incoming. And then we got some exclusives. There's a lot of these that I don't have, but that's just because a lot of them I don't really need. And that's it. So I just want to talk about that a little bit, kind of talk through what I'm doing for my collection. As you can see behind me, my stuff is not like the most organized right now. One, I just haven't had a ton of time. I actually finally got around to doing like some stuff with the dewback today and doing my little Tatooine in progress display, which is right up here in this corner case. Boop. You can see a sand troop right there, Jawa, Gonk, and then the dewback is actually right here. You just can't see it at this angle. And yeah, I've been slowly at work trying to do some stuff. There's some figures I got to open, but also I don't know, man. There's some other figures that I have right now, like Artisan Jack Sparrow. I don't know if that's one I'm going to hang on to. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. Like as I display stuff and as I go through some stuff and everything that's coming out, other stuff that I want to get, I might let go of that one. But it's tough because there's also some one-offs that I really want to keep and want to hang on to. Like Paul Atreides, amazing figure. I need to have a dedicated one-off section, you know? So, that makes it tough, man. I got some tough choices to make. Whether or not something is probably going to get offloaded. I don't know what yet. Not sure. Ren says Tatooine display is going to be fire. Dude, it's looking pretty good. I like it. That corner is nice for the dewback. Definitely nice. Oh, man. Thanks, Steve. You're welcome, Yama. What else we got, guys? I do think this Hero is probably going to drop tonight. There's already this like leaked picture of this. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find this photo. Okay, here it is. Here it is. This was on somebody's Instagram, and it's somebody who has Hera already in hand, basically, and it turned out really good, man. I think like the sculpt is they do not miss with the Ahsoka line. It's just been so good, man. I've been really happy with it. And you can see shout out to Malekith, because I know he was talking about this, but you can see like she's got like this like split cut boot. This looks like this just needs to be pushed down a little bit. You can see it in the announcement photos too, like her boots look like they're split down here. That looks like it just needs to be pulled down, but looks damn good, man. And this is crazy. This is crazy that this isn't even out yet and somebody already has it in hand. You just don't see this too often. So yeah, Hera's very imminent, I would think, probably tonight. And there's a rumor that Toy Sapiens got like, I think it was Toy Sapiens got like 10 figures in. There's like a list of figures, and there's just like, yeah, they got a bunch of figures are probably going to be released this week. So get ready. Get ready, people. You must do what you feel is right, of course. Ready for Han Solo to drop. Yeah, I can't wait for Han, man. Can't wait to have him in the Return of the Jedi case. My guy, Tighter FL, what's up, man? Fan of the channel. He says Star Wars is eventually going to push the rest of your stuff out. For real, man. It's crazy. That's kind of what's been happening. Thankfully, now figures are getting pushed into 2026. That's a good thing. What else? Secure said, hips don't lie. They better have some Deadpool in there. Ash, I know, dude. I know you're dying for some Deadpool, bro. But what else, guys? Any last things before I sign off for the night? Nice 2-hour show. If you would, don't forget to hit that like button before the show ends. I would really, really appreciate that. So I'm going to put Deadpool on top of my deluxe dewback. Nice. Ryan says, just imagine what all you could get that you still don't have if you sold all the other stuff that's not Star Wars. Dude, that's my problem right now. That's where I'm kind of at. That's where I don't know what, like, that's really the crux of the issue here. Is like, this is what I could do. But then again, it's kind of like, I don't know, because then I see other stuff come out and I want that too. You know what I mean? And it does look really good. Like my Marvel case is kind of like, it's not the greatest right now, but it's still like a pretty cool, like it's still cool getting one off Marvel. And I feel like I'm also kind of to a point where like I'm not far away from what I want to achieve in those areas too. That's where it's kind of tricky, because like I'm really not that far off from being done with Marvel. I just need a few other figures and like one piece figures that are coming out that to fill that in, you know. So that there's an end game in sight, no pun intended, for Marvel. But do I want to take it there? You know what I mean? C says, I see you have 2 unboxed figures. Yeah, Enoch and Darth Maul with the speeder. I gotta open. I just got those in. Gotta open those up. Tighter says, any Andor announcements going to happen? Yeah, somebody had brought this up earlier, but I don't know, man. I don't have a lot of faith in Hot Toys doing a lot of stuff for that show. So also I could see them just doing a random trooper. Like I could see them dropping like a random stormtrooper or something from Andor or something like that. Could see that happening. But yeah, I hope we do. I really hope that we do get more from Andor. There's so many great memorable characters for that show. Really, really hope that we do, man. That's your uncle talking. Clint says, I've been reluctant to order from anywhere but Sideshow since the tariffs. I used to order from Pop Culture often, but I'm scared of having to pay when it's delivered. Am I the only one? No, dude. No, I'm 100% with you. I am also like, I don't want to have to order anything and get smacked with an additional charge. That's the other part of all this, is like stuff is inherently getting more expensive right now, and like got to be more selective. And like, I know there's a lot of people who say like, oh, well, like 15, 20, 30 bucks more, it really isn't that big of a deal. Like you're still going to buy the figure. Well, when you get multiple things, that stuff starts to add up relatively quickly, and it can turn into a lot of extra money that you're spending, where you have to prioritize, especially when that's not just happening to figures. Every single other thing in life right now is going up in cost. So it's everything as a whole, not just figures, that's really messing everything up. Emmy says, I've been collecting for 30 years and I understand obsessions, but Star Wars collectors still baffle me. Wanting the most insignificant character that was on screen for a split second, etc. The thing with Star Wars is like, it's Star Wars without the aliens really isn't like, it wouldn't be the same. You know what I mean? So it's the whole entire everything for Star Wars. Like it everything makes it what it is, and everything that goes into it. So that's why I feel like it's also important, at least to me. There's just so much more to Star Wars than the main characters. And like, I'll collect Glup Shitos all day, man. Just the most random obscure characters that reappear over and over in Star Wars but don't really play a big role. That's just a part of Star Wars, and something there's a nostalgia factor for that too, right? But yeah, Star Wars, huge rabbit hole. One Adam 12 says, if it wasn't for tariff, I would be tempted to toys buying Agent Hera. I gotta wait, I guess. Yeah, man, it's just, yeah, it's tough. Eric says, you're getting the $1,000 Death Star Lego set? No, I don't collect Lego. Will Hasbro do a HasLab 50th anniversary? Great question. I would think Hasbro will. They'll get in on the 50th anniversary, 100%. That is going to be a merch bomb. They are going to be doing some crazy stuff. 50 years since Star Wars. That's going to be insane, man. Disney's going to be all over that. Ash says, I buy pop culture, no problem here. Yeah, dude, you're lucky, man. Lucky in Australia. Big Dog Palm 1 says, figures and fandom. I'm going to cut down on the DC IP and third-party figures to have disposable money and space for more Star Wars. Dude, love to see it, bro. Love to see it. Let's go. Mike says, done with Marvel? I didn't know it was possible to be done collecting anything. Yeah, man, I don't know. I probably won't. I don't think I'll close out Marvel altogether. I will say I've thought about it. I really have. Big Dog Palm 1 says, I will stick to the characters that resonate with me. Yeah, I get it, bro. Ryan says, it's a little nick, but man, I wish there was an aftermarket company that would give us better Jedi robes. Yeah, yeah, it would be nice. Like, you don't see too many of those customizers doing them either. That's true. That's true, man. All right, what do we got, guys? I think that's it. And I think right after you know what time is it? I'm gonna wait till at least 10 o'clock because I think one time I signed off at like 10 and something ended up dropping. So we'll see. We shall see. Ed, Steve, that artisan Harley. I'm here if you change your mind. Ed, you want all them artisans, bro. Yeah, that one I might actually. That I don't think I am gonna end up wanting to keep that one. I have Peacemaker, but like I don't have any of the other Suicide Squad, nor do I really need them. MB Dice says Blue Electro suddenly in stock at Sideshow. Yeah, that was interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, Artisan Harley is going to be 6. That's the other thing is like they're all going to be great. But it's just damn, I don't know. Yeah, Moon Knight Artisan is one. That one I think Moon Knight is actually pretty cool. And I liked his character. I actually liked the show and I like that figure is dope. I like that a lot. And I like Oscar Isaac too. Ed says, yeah, I missed that one from Sideshow. This is a great question too, X-Man. Like, why can't we get the awesome capes everywhere? Why just Moon Knight? Great question, man. Because that cape was really badass. 100%. Mike says, Steve, where is Endgame Wanda? Very soon, apparently. She's going to drop. Probably within the next couple weeks, I'd guess. What's up, Blur Dad Life? Thank you for being here, man. It's nice to see Oscar Isaac getting some figure respects since he's a collector too. Yeah, that is really dope. I think I saw him do an interview and he's got like the Moon Knight figure actually like in his display and stuff. It's really cool. Ryan says with you USB light up. Clinton says, what do people in real life think when you tell them you collect dolls? Great question. I don't really tell a lot of people, to be honest. Most of the people actually they usually say like I feel like anybody, at least people who I hang out with or people that come over and who don't already know, they think it's like there's some cool factor to it that they think. Would they do it? Probably not, but usually when they see it, they're like, oh, these are really cool. You know, like Hot Toys, I feel like anybody can appreciate what like a Hot Toys figure, especially if it touches anything related to like nostalgia or something that they like. But otherwise, yeah, I don't really tell people unless they're over at my house. There you go, Ed. I don't share unless they come over. $2 instead of 30. Yeah, I got Ryan Lava Base with Vader and Obi deluxe set. I wonder if they're planning something like this. Like, I wonder if Hot Toys is planning like, oh, they're gonna really do it big with Revenge of the Sith, Anakin and Obi, where like you can connect the base together or something. See, that would be a really. If you want to do a really dope 2-pack, do that. Everybody would want that. Ooh, Honest Hansel just picked up a Grail DX08, dude. Yeah, that Joker's crazy, man. That is one that, and I know there's a lot of rumblings right now about how Jack Nicholson isn't going to let anybody have his likeness rights and whether or not Hot Toys can even do his figure still. So good pickup, man. Hopefully got it for a decent price. 1 out of 12 says, besides her and Scarlet Witch, rumors Han Solo and Wolverine are going to drop in the next few weeks. Yeah. Yeah, and I think going into June too, we're supposed to get like either Echo or Fives. We're supposed to get Stealth Suit Cap. I think Kit Fisto is about to drop too. I think Kit Fisto. I think he's the one that's about to drop any second. Or any day now. So yeah, there's stuff coming. Sneaker Your Closet Collector. Exactly, man. Brian says, well, there's supposed to be a big con show coming up with release some things. Yeah, I think that's another thing is we still got like what is it? ACGHK. And Hot Toy showed a bunch of stuff last year. So that's probably going to be a time where they show some stuff too. Lord Dad Life says, I got my Nicholson Joker last year and we'll never let him go. Yeah, man. That's going to be interesting to see if they ever redo that one. But okay, guys, that's it for me tonight. My guess there's going to be probably a couple releases tonight. Maybe we'll get an announcement. That'd be cool. We actually got something new that nobody expected. But that is it for me, guys. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. And I'm talking for another 15 minutes after I said I was going to be done, but that's how it always goes. But thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great Memorial Day tomorrow, and hopefully none of you guys are working. And yeah, I know I'm gonna enjoy my day off. I'm just gonna be chilling. And yes, Clinton, appreciate that, man. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out, peeps. I would really truly appreciate that to help push my stream out to the masses and get more people in here. And what do I got coming up on the channel? I should be back next Sunday, hopefully, to talk about a bunch of good stuff. Yes. Oh, Xmas says, I'm working tomorrow, driving back home. Damn, man. Well, hopefully it's a good drive. Flynn says, thank you for the stream, sir. Much appreciated. Thank you for being here. May the force be with you always, says Ryan. Dude, may the force be with you. Take care, everyone, says Ash. Ash, hopefully you get some Deadpool by the next time I talk to you. Honest Hansel, thanks again for the Sunday show. You Batman. Or Dad Life says, take care. Catch you on the replay. Mad Planet 23. Thanks for stopping in and saying that. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. MB Dice says, peace and thanks to all that served. Yes, 100%. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. And Ed says, thank you for the show as always. You're welcome. Take care, Sneaker and everyone. From Mike. Whew. Yeah, we gotta get Hera tonight. Come on, man. Come on. Get to these last couple comments here. Don't give me hope. Come on, bro. We got to get something. Maybe we'll get the Resistance this week. Rando5 says, thanks for streaming. Dude, you bet, man. Quan says, damn, miss the show. Have a great holiday. Going to watch replay. Thanks for stopping in, Quan. Hopefully you have a good one, man. Have a great holiday. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Yes, you as well, Big Dog Pound. And I will catch you guys on the show next week. And if anything pops up, maybe I'll do a pop-up show. I don't know. It's kind of been a weird news week last couple of weeks, so we'll see. But regardless, guys, join up on the Facebook group. Come hang out with me and the crew in there. Hang out in the chat. Talk to us in there. Link's always in the description. And we'll catch y'all next time. All right? Collect carefully.